This is probably one of the most unique experiences you're going to see when you get a school district sitting around with many, many partners. And the partners that not always have been the true partnerships that we have to do. Let me tell you a little bit about where we are in St. Paul. I've been in the job almost 6 months. I'm not counting the days anymore, but it has been very challenging. The first 2-3 weeks of my job, I was faced with the situation that I had to cut $3.2 million, where 85% of our budget is personnel, and the direction from my board was do not cut people. And we did it, and we accomplished that. Within the next 2 weeks, my next challenge was to start looking at a way of cutting $28 million and be able to still continue delivering world-class education. Challenging. So, one of the pieces that I know I'm never too worried about the courageous decisions, because the board knew what they were getting into when they hired me, I hope. So we started looking at how we could serve our kids more effectively, but still be able to save some money. First things we did for the first few months was to come up with many ways of cutting our $28 million budget. Some very non-popular and some very popular. We deal with the public school system in which families feel an entitlement of the education they are getting from their children. And it doesn't matter what kind of families they are, they're always going to advocate for what is best for their children, which is what I want. But it's very difficult as a public entity that you have to please everybody, and every decision is very public, and every dollar is very out there. So with that situation, they hire a transformational leader. That's what I would consider myself. I'm here to make sure that St. Paul becomes the world-class education that we've been promising for many years. We had done some very courageous things. First of all, we started with a co-location of schools. We had 48 elementary schools, and an average of 250, 280 students in each school. As you know, you cannot open the doors every day to school with that many kids when all the dollars that they come in the building are attached to students. So one of the decisions was to co-locate 6 buildings, which it means in certain ways we closed some schools, but we were co-locating buildings and programs. So what we did, instead of taking the kids and spread them all over the city, we took the school X and we've placed it in a building that was not utilized, and we placed it with the school Y. And now we have 2 schools in one site. Challenging, but it happened. We agreed to disagree, and most of the work is done. Still, many people are very unhappy. We, St. Paul Public School, cannot have the number of students that we have and continue opening the doors to many, many buildings as we have. So that's a new reality for us. That is our new normal. The next new normal was we had a high school that did not have enough students, and we were utilizing about 35% of our building. And the proposal was to close the high school. Try to do that in your 3 first months as a superintendent. I broke all the rules of leadership, but I did it, and I'm very proud of what St. Paul and the board were able to accomplish. I know we are doing the best for our kids. Difficult times bring you to very difficult situations. I had to do severe cuts in our personnel, and we started my modeling cutting the central office. But not only that, the cutting, it's about also reutilizing the services. We've been working with the mayor, the city, and the county to see how we could, together, provide better service for students at a minimal cost. So right now, you will find that the City of St. Paul, as well as the St. Paul Public School, is offering summer opportunities for learning for all our kids, including charter schools. And we're doing it together. No longer we have these 2 separate budgets. We do have the budget separately, that's for sure, but we don't have two separate programs. We're looking at next year of how we can look at programs that we offer. If we are snow plowing, can we snow plow all the city, all the city, including our schools? And then we as a city, as a school district, can provide a different kind of service to the city, that we are exchanging services. It may not save us money, but it may be more efficient. This conversation had started about 2 months ago, and it's very intriguing and very appreciative by the city and the county, but also provide us with a new normal. And I call it normal because there's no way we can continue to deliver what we used to deliver with the number of dollars we're getting. And my time is up.